Ladies and gentlemen, Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. and Gullible John were making fun of people who work at Walmart. John Hyland, bankrupt. Bomb1st, bankrupt. For sale. Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. named as a creditor and a debtor. Oh, it just got interesting, ladies and gentlemen. This video published by Michael Douglas Carlin. You got to watch this. Let's get into some of this straight game.
Life is like some cards. It's not what you dealt, but how you play it. Play each situation correctly. I remember they used to laugh at a brother.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. It's your boy DELRAY, Richardson, platinum artist, platinum songwriter, Straight Game TV. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your time. Do me a favor. Click on what appears to be that little bell notification. Also, thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. I'm going to get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Douglas Carlin just posted this video. I knew that John Hyland was bankrupt, but I didn't know to what degree it was. I knew it was Chapter 7, which you have to liquidate. You're financially insolvent, if you will. But this is groundbreaking right here. They were just making fun of people working at Walmart and saying people were stupid who work at Walmart, who might have a job, just a regular job. This was Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. was doing. And as you look right here, check it out. As you see right here, case number 124BK 11784MB, document 23, filed 3525, entered 3525. John W. Hyland. You see the case number, and it has Reggie the Rat Wright Jr.'s name along with what he was paid and the amount that he still owed, and as a talent fee. And you give the date from which it was paid from and to. Ladies and gentlemen, this is groundbreaking. Once again, and as you see the information right here. As I back it up, you see the channel that posted it right here. None other than Michael Douglas Carlin, if you will. If you want to see the totality of the video, I guess he got the document somehow. From that perspective and posted the documents in regards to what was going on. You have to see this video. He goes into a little bit more detail in regards to it from that perspective. But, you know, this is the problem, man. They tried to out me for doing my thing as far as Chapter 13. Like I said, I had to reorganize my finances. This situation is totally different. And see, the funny part is, they're out here making fun of people, right? I make this video as a warning on not to make fun of people, because you just never know what a person's situation might be. You understand what I'm saying? But they were out here clowning people, talking about, you know, this person is broke, that person is broke, doesn't have this and doesn't have that. Once again, like I said, when you delve into the situation, you know, look, I just need you to understand. You see it right there, right? Let's go to the second document. You see right here, Bomb1st LLC, the P.O. Box, all of those things originally intended to take over ownership of debtor's YouTube channel never materialized, right? Once again, this is the same YouTube channel that pushed this. And also, here you go. Debtor is the sole member of Bomb1st LLC. So John, they're basically saying John was the sole member of Bomb1st LLC, which was created in 2024. So he created an LLC to assume ownership and control of Bomb1st from himself, John Hyland. So it was just John Hyland. It wasn't under an LLC before. While the LLC operates as the debtor's out of the debtor's residence, meaning his home, it has not acquired ownership of the YouTube channel and has never conducted any business accordingly. There is no goodwill value, no bank accounts, or no accounts receivable in regards to the LLC. But as you can see, with this the first document from that perspective that I just showed you, you can see clearly that it says John Hyland has filed bankruptcy basically. Man, this is crazy. Like I said, you can go over to Michael Douglas Carlin's channel to watch the whole video. But like I said, once again, if you've been listening to Reggie the Rat Wright Jr., they've been calling people broke, calling people out of their names. Also, what really makes this interesting more so than anything is the fact that when you think about it, them making fun of people that work at Walmart, them calling people names, trying to out people in their business. The one thing that they didn't do was they didn't come forward with their business and say that John Hyland was bankrupt or had filed for bankruptcy for whatever reason, right? But notice they have been out here trying to out other people's business, right? When clearly they've been dealing with financial distress themselves. So much so, like I said, you see the documents, right? Well, let's go further, right? Here you go, right? Depta is the sole proprietor of YouTube channel that has operated since 2011. The channel is an interview style channel with one specific reoccurring guest. We know that that's Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. In 2023, Depta sold, the Depta sold the rights to approximately 70% of the advertising revenue to this company right here. The Courtyard, Shoreham Road, Upper Beating, staying West Sussex. That's England, right? BN 44. So basically, Gullible John had sold 70% of the advertising revenue that comes in from YouTube to an outside company. Amazing. So we see why the desperation to come out with these stories and call people liars and call people names and use all of these other various celebrity names and state all of these stories to steal Suge Knight stories. We see where the desperation comes from, because they had to repay the money that they received from this company right here. So this is just one of the debtors that they owe from that perspective. Oh, amazing. Oh, amazing. Right? So this is why Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. was always concerned about numbers. You know, they don't go over there and watch them. They telling too much truth. They telling truth. Don't go watch them. Like I said, you have to watch this video on Michael Douglas Carlin's channel, if you will. Right here, you see it again. And like I said, it gets into more. The Depta is the sole proprietor of the YouTube channel that has operated since February 2011. The channel is an interview-style channel with one specific recurring guest. In 2013, the Depta sold the rights to approximately 70% of the advertising revenue from the site for the ensuing 36 months, if you will. So for the remaining approximate 30% is paid to the recurring guests of the channel, and the business consists of a video catalog. So Reggie gets 30% of the so it says the reoccurring guest. He gets 30% paid to the reoccurring guests of the channel. This business consists of a video catalog of approximately 1,700 interviews. The value of the business, along with its corresponding intellectual property rights, listed herein. So basically, if you want to buy Bomb1st out of bankruptcy, I think you can put in a bid for that. They're putting it up because, like I said, Bomb1st, as it stood, was in John Hyland's name, and John Hyland is actually filing for bankruptcy, and he's Chapter 7. That means he has to liquidate everything to pay the creditors back. Amazing. But he would sit around. This is the part that I don't understand. They would sit around and call people names and try to find out stories and use my name to try to disparage me and the work that I did involving Tupac and the whole 9 yards. They would do all of that for content to try to profit off of, knowing that they were lying on me, on the art of dialogue, all of the stories about Tupac, all of those stories that I showed you guys, they basically were lies. So you're talking about somebody who actually profited off of Tupac and lied and now is having is now financially insolvent. This is amazing. This is amazing. Remember, y'all did it to me, right? Wow, amazing, amazing. So when we talk about the big picture, now look at where the person who is out here making fun of people working at Walmart and doing all of the things that they're doing, taking other people's videos, trying to make it look like that their house is being raided in relation to the Tupac murder situation. This is true desperation. Now you understand where the desperation comes from, right? Bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, go check out the video. Go check out the video. Like I said, Michael Douglas Carlin put up the information, and I like I said once again, yeah, it's very, very, very informative. When you talk about the things that Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. and Gullible John have been out here using people's name, as you see right here, using people's names, disparaging people, saying salacious lies and rumors about people, calling them gay, you know what I mean, calling white people, crackers and all of these other things. And the cold part about it is John is actually white. So I guess he really doesn't care about none of that stuff that Reggie's saying in regards to calling white people names. He just care about the money, right? But now, as we see right now, he's filed for bankruptcy, right? And so, like I said, if you want to put in a bid, you see what Michael Douglas Carlin had said, is Bomb1st for sale? Ask Nancy Zamora and Veronica Hernandez. They got 1,700 videos. You might can buy yourself a YouTube channel, like I said. So, yeah, this is very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. This is very interesting. Like I said, I bring you nothing but the straight game. And I bring you this not out of any kind of discontent. Like I said, when they tried to, thought that they were trying to, out me or anything like that, like I said, under the same situation, no, that's not what my situation was, right? My thing was a reorganization of my finances. You know what I mean? And I can speak candidly about that. But Gullible John and Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. thought that they were outing me. You know what I mean? Yeah, I stand tall. I can stand behind mine. You see, they've been ducking and running and hiding. See, they didn't come out with this. They didn't volunteer this. But guess what? Michael Douglas Carlin did. Go check out the video. Is Bomb1st for sale? Ask Nancy Zamora or Veronica Hernandez. Yeah. Your boy DELRAY, straight game.